everybody, Big Beardy back again on Bargain Bros. Hope you're all having a fantastic day. And we're going to go through some things today that I have been sourcing, finding for reselling. And I've also got this really cool pickup in this box, which I'm going to show you all, which at the end of the video, which is stuff I know a bit about and hopefully can teach some of you guys out there some of my knowledge of what I know sells and what I know what the price of things are. That's going to be really cool. But yeah, I've picked up a lot of stuff this week, and I've also grabbed a load of stuff out my loft. My loft is full of stuff, which all probably need selling. I'm just going to go through some of those items, some really cool stuff. First though, I've got a little announcement to make. Next week, I'm going to be dropping a new sort of video. It's going to be a series. It's going to be called the £1 Reselling Challenge. I'm going to take £1 and see how much money I can make from £1 in 12 months. It's going to be really fun. It's like I said, it is just a bit of fun, a bit of something different. Go check it out. It's going to be really good, and you can see how that progresses throughout the year. So, first of all, let's have a look at what I've picked up. I've also made some sales. I've made probably this week about £100, maybe a little bit less. Sold some gaming stuff, memorabilia, no games actually. Oh no, I sold one game, which was like a Ninjago or something like that. And a couple of old loot gaming crate stuff. I'll try and put some pictures up, but let me show you what we've got. So real quick, we've actually picked up a fair few bits. I've got them on the floor. We picked up this Hoover from a friend of mine. I'm gonna get that, was actually free. He just wants a little bit of the profit sent back to him, so we'll see how that goes. And we picked up this sound system down here. I don't know if you can see it. This alone goes for about £50 to £70, so I'll be interested to know how much all of it is worth. Also got this chocolate fondue, a couple of these, what are they? There you go, robot things. They're a really good pickup, and I've got these few little bits here, few items for the loft. So, some real good quick pickups this week. I haven't been to any car boots, I haven't been to any charity shops this week. This is literally, apart from these couple of items, but these were all things from friends who were looking to get rid of their own stuff, knew I had an eBay shop, and sort of went, do you want them? So I said yes. So the Hoover, like I said, it was from a friend. It's a freebie. He just wants a little bit of the profit once I've sold it. I reckon that goes for about 40 quid. So I might end up with 30 quid in my back pocket if I'm lucky. The sound system, which just the top bit is worth around 50 to 70. The whole lot, I reckon about 100 quid. I think so. And that was free, completely free. Mate of mine's dad, he was getting rid of it. He said, does anyone want it? Hello, I'll take it. Brilliant. Then we've got these. These were pickups from a charity shop. And we've got one of them, and we've got one of them. These were, I think, £2 each they were going for, or something like that. Real cheap. I thought there's got to be a bit of money in there. Do apologise if you hear the dogs barking. It's because they're little nutters and they bark constantly. I reckon 15 quid a pop, minimum. Let me know in the comments, is there more money in this? So that was a good one. And then this actually came from the loft. Never been used. We've had it for years. It's one of those things. There are so many items around your house, like if you are trying to get capital, that is just tat. You know, it's just, it's not bad stuff. It's just, I've been, since I started this, I've been going around my house looking at stuff, and it's like, well, we don't need that. We don't need that. We don't need that. How much is that worth? So much stuff that I can get rid of and actually streamline my house, and my loft is chocker. But this was one of them. Can't even remember where we got it from. No price on it. Don't know how much it goes for. If I get 10 to 15 pounds for it, I'll be happy just to get it out the door and make some space, but I think it might go for a little bit more. Let me know in the comments. Right, next up, let's get these little bits. So this was £1 in a charity shop. No idea what it's worth. It's like a load of little puzzles. Probably worth £1, but I thought, I don't know what it is, looks interesting, I just grabbed it. So maybe if I get 2-3 quid for it. I know it's not great, people, I'm new to this, I'm learning, but I took a punt on £1. Then we've got this really cool, this came from the loft as well, from Loot Gaming. Loot Gaming stuff seems to be going really well, especially from old loot crates. I sold a couple of items this week for around 40 quid. For 2 items. Bear in mind the loot crate cost me about 30 quid and usually have about 5 items in them. So this I'm going to stick up for 20 quid and see what it gets. But some of the stuff goes for good money, despite it just being loot gaming stuff. Because they do have some good stuff. This is a Doom, it's Doom Eternal stress ball. 20 quid, I might get it. Gaming stuff sells well. And then we have this, which I think my wife picked up. It's a snow globe with a raven, really cool. I think my wife picked this up from a car boot like 3 years ago and has just sat in the loft ever since. So 10 quid maybe, I really like it. 15 quid, 20 quid, let me know what you think in the comments. So that's all the stuff I've picked up this week, some really good stuff, but I want to show you the big thing. This I spent 150 quid on. A lot of it will be going into my personal collection, so bear that in mind. I probably could have got it cheap. And it's in this Zoid box. Now I'm gonna give you a bit of my knowledge. So if you are interested, please listen. If it's not for you, don't worry about it. Thank you for joining anyway. But it is SNES stuff. Super Nintendo. Now, SNES is a bit weird because there's actually 3 different types of SNES. A lot of people get confused by SNES and older gaming stuff. But anything before sort of PlayStation 1 will sell well. Pretty much everything, even some PlayStation 1 stuff is selling well. N64, anything before that, like Super Nintendo, Mega Drive, any gaming system from that before, it's vintage now. It's retro vintage. So actually the prices are going up. And I've got a game in here that is actually worth more than any modern game that you could pretty much buy. And it's an old game. So let me get the stuff out. We've got 9 games, a couple of accessories, and a console, but we don't have the wires. And now we'll talk about that in a second. Let me get the console out. Now, the vast majority of this is going into my own collection because I don't actually have a lot of this stuff in my own collection. A couple of games I already do, so I'll test them and maybe sell them on, but there's only a couple and they're quite common. So, boom, SNES, Super Nintendo. No wires, but I've got wires for one so I can test it. This is the European version. Right, for those of you who don't know. Now you can tell it's European version because it's written in English and it looks like this. There is another version which is the Japanese version. Looks pretty much identical, but it's called a Famicom, Super Famicom. That's how you can tell the difference. Now there's a third version, I'll put a picture up, which is the American version. It's the one with the purple buttons. Their cartridges are actually a different size, so will not even fit in here. But each version has their own cartridges. Their own cartridges won't work with other versions of it. So if you've got a European version, you need the European cartridges. How you can tell the difference. So a little bit of teaching lesson here. This is a Super Nintendo cartridge. The American versions have, I'll put another picture up there, but have like square bits on the side, will not fit in the European version, and obviously it's written in English. It says PAL version, European. Now obviously the Japanese version, the cartridges look exactly the same, but there'll be Japanese writing on it, and it will probably say Famicom on them. That's how you can tell the difference. So just in case you are looking to collect, or you were out there sourcing and you weren't sure which is which, that's how you can tell the difference. So let's talk pricing and quality basically. Now with these consoles, a lot of them have yellowing. A lot of people think that yellowing is from either age, being left out in the sun, or coming from a family that smoked. It's not actually the case. The plastic here, and I don't know if you can see here, this is slightly more yellow than red. You probably can't see on the camera there because I've got the light shining. But there's a slight bit of yellowing on just this panel. So if it was a family that smoked or was left out in the sun, it'll be all over it. It's not the case. There's some of the plastic actually goes through a chemical reaction which makes it turn yellow. So you'll often find the SNESes and just certain panels will start yellowing because of that chemical reaction. I don't know why it does it. I don't think anyone does. It just does. So, but it does affect the price a little bit. People don't want ones that are yellow. They want the nice clean grey. This has slight yellowing all around it. Mine I've got is in mint condition. It's perfect. That's why I bought it, my own personal one. But this, in this condition, no wires, £40, £40 to £50, that will sell for. If it had all the wires and in good condition, 70 to 80, maybe even £90. So £40 pickup. Like I said, I spent 150 on all this. Bear in mind, I got a really good deal. I did get a really good deal. Controller, the bog standard Nintendo controller. Like I said, I've still got to test it all. but 10 to 15 pound these go for. They're not expensive, and you can buy brand new ones, you know, not big. This is obviously, you can tell by the little bit of yellowing, this is original, but you can buy now brand new ones that are made very recently, which work just as well, because a lot of retro gamers want them. So, but that is about 10 or 15 pound. Now I picked this up. I'm very excited by this. This is the Super Game Boy. What this does is you put it into it, and then you can put Game Boy games in, and you can play Game Boy games through your SNES on the big screen. A great piece of kit. These go for about 20 quid, 15 to 20 quid. Really good piece of kit, that. Not that common, so they're quite hard to find, but collectors love these, and obviously it means you can start, for someone like me, it means, oh, now I can start getting my Game Boy collection built up. So from a collector point of view, great bit of kit. Right, let's start getting into these games, because there are some fantastic ones. Now, you might be able to see here, can you see the difference? Sorry, it's because I've got the light shining. You've got grey, then yellow. It's on the games as well. You will get games that the back of them start yellowing. So, F-Zero, it was a release title, I believe. That's £5 to £10, £10 game. Not a huge amount of money in that. I need to put everything. I'm sort of just stacking them here. Super Mario All-Stars, fantastic game. It's got all the original Marios in it, but it's only about a £10 game. It's not very rare. It's a release game. The way it sort of works is the more a game was released, the cheaper it will be. So rare games will cost a lot more. Get these ones as well. And I'll leave that one to last, because that's the big ticket item there. So we've got this one, which is Super Putty. Once again, pretty average game. That's probably the cheapest a lot, £5, £5 to £10 that will sell for. Yoshi's Island, fantastic game. About 20 quid you can pick this up for, 20, £25, really good price on it. And I will say this, obviously these are all cartridges. Most of the time all you're going to find is cartridges. And some of them go for good money. You find any SNES games in boxes, the price dramatically increases. And I mean dramatically increases. Now, the reason for that is SNES games came in cardboard boxes. A lot of them got damaged. Kids got them, they just threw them away. They got water damage, whatever. Not many survive to this day. Unlike something like a Sega Mega Drive that had plastic boxes. Most Sega Mega Drive games you're still going to find in their box. SNES games, very rare. So a game like this, which is £20, £25, you find it in its box, that could be £100, £150, £200 easy. So finding these in their boxes, great money maker. Obviously, if you get it at the right price. So, let's get the last of these games out. Like I said, 9 games, really good. Here we go. So, I'll actually leave that one to last, because there's a story behind that one. Mickey Mania, I don't know a lot about this one actually, but I think £15 to £20 maybe, £10 at least. But I think there might be £20 in there. I'll have to double check. Then we've got Donkey Kong Country 2, great game, 25 quid all day long. Easy money. Could even get 30 for it. Like I said, you find that in its box, 200, 220 quid. Simple as that. Then we have Super Bomberman 2. I've got Super Bomberman 1 already in my collection. £25. Really good pickup. If you find any SNES game, they're going for £1, £2, £3, pick them up. No matter what they are, you're going to make money on them. Obviously, some of them, which only go for a sort of £3, £4, £5. There are a few that go for £3, £4, £5, but the vast majority will go for a good price. Now we've got the two big ticket items. This is Super Street Fighter Alpha 2. Great game. Could be as much as 40 quid there in this game. Now there is a version, I think it's Turbo, which goes for a lot more as well. Street Fighter games, because they released so many different versions, I think there was 3 or 4 versions released on the SNES, they didn't print as many as each version. So there was lots of different versions, lots of different copies, but much less of them made. So they are rarer and cost more money. So this is the big one. This is the one I'm really excited by. This is Superman Venom Maximum Carnage. There we go. Beautiful game. This can go up to £70 out of the box. This little bit of yellowing on this one, but that is a £70 game. Now, for those of you who are gamers will know Elden Ring just came out at 50, 60 quid. This is more expensive, and it's probably not as good or anywhere close. I don't know if it's any good as a game. I'm going to be playing it today because it needs testing, and it's a £70 game. This is a fantastic game to pick up. So if you see anything SNES related, there's money in it. There really is money in it. So top tips, if you don't know anything about gaming, you've gone to car boots or yard sales or garage sales or whatever, and you see old SNES, Sega Mega Drive. Sega Mega Drive doesn't sell as well over here because it was actually more popular over here than the SNES was. So there was a lot more games that came over it. So you don't quite get as good prices, but if it's going cheap, pick it up because it will be worth it. There you go. That has been the pickups and collections. I hope I've given you all a little bit of knowledge for those of you who don't know much about gaming or the SNES in particular. I've got to process all this, get this all online. Please look out, I think Monday or Tuesday, the £1 reseller challenge will be dropping. Keep an eye out for that. It's going to be a bit of fun. It's going to be interesting, and I'll tell you what the rules of the game are on that video. Thank you for watching, and have a great day out there. Take it easy. See you in a bit.